What up, YouTube? It's NoChainzz, and I am back for another commentary, and we are back for another episode of my New York Jets Connected Franchise mode. And we are now in Week 2 versus the Green Bay Packers. We are here at Lambeau Field, coming off of a victory in the last seconds. Last week, Nick Folk had a game-winning field goal. Geno Smith and company had a game-winning drive. Our defense really performed at a high level as they got 2 takeaways, a forced fumble and an interception late in the game, which set up the tying drive and then the game-winning drive for the offense. In that game, Nick Folk had missed so many different field goals. I believe he missed 3, but there in crunch time, as time expired, he made the one that we really needed him to make, so kudos to him. But we're going to get started with about a 6-yard gain to Chris Johnson, and on second down, we're going to dump it off to him again. This time, he'll gain about 4 yards. So we move the chains on that play. After a false start penalty, second down to 15, Geno Smith is going play action and deep to Jace Amaro, and he will overthrow him. That is a throw you have to make if you're Geno Smith. But this time we're going to Shaq Evans. He would not have enough to get the first down, but a Packers defender brought Shaq Evans down by the face mask. So that is another 15 yards. We're going screenplay to Chris Johnson. He's going to go airborne and get the first down, and he is hyped up. That is a very nice play by Chris Johnson, putting his body on the line to move those chains for his team. But on third down and 5, our offensive line doesn't do a good job of protecting Geno Smith, and therefore he will be sacked and we will settle for a field goal. But the Packers are on the ball now. Out comes Aaron Rodgers, not having a great game last week, but there's plenty of time. I'm pretty sure he'll throw a touchdown versus me because he didn't throw one in week 1. I know he's anxious to get that first touchdown of the 2014 season under his belt. But on third down and 7, he's going to find a wide open Randall Cobb, and he will get the first down and keep the drive going for the Green Bay Packers. So a play later, second down and 6, Aaron Rodgers with a clean pocket but collapsed there at the end, going to find a wide open Randall Cobb. Again, this time it was a comeback route. So empty backfield for Rodgers. He's going to find an open Jordy Nelson. So we really have to fix our coverage. Our secondary isn't playing that well. We have to switch up our scheme defensively because right now Aaron Rodgers is doing his thing on us. But this time he will be brought down for a sack by Sheldon Richardson, and that will stall their drive. They will have to punt it to us, so we get the ball back. Play action for Geno Smith. He's going to dump this one off to Jace Amaro, and he fights his way to about the 30-yard line. So Geno Smith back to pass, going to fire this one into Stephen Hill, who will be seeing significantly more playing time due to the absence of Eric Decker for the entire 2014 season. But rolling out to the right side, Geno Smith fires this one in to Jace Amaro, fighting his way again to about the 28-yard line. Amaro will be something special in this offense, the way he's playing. And there he is again, getting us down to about the 13-yard line. So we are in position to increase our lead to 2 scores. Geno Smith back to pass on third down and 11, going to find Jeremy Curley, but that will not be enough for a first down, so we will settle for a Nick Folk field goal. He is good from that close. But anyway, they find Randall Cobb again. We cannot cover him for some reason. We really have to get him under wraps if we want a chance at containing this offense. But this time they're using the running game against us as they have Eddie Lacy break this one off for about a gain of 15. First down and 17 after a penalty on the Packers. Aaron Rodgers is rolling out to the right side. We're chasing him, and he is loose, and he will get 17 yards on the play and did not slide, so no regard from him that time, just wanted to get those yards. Tough play by Aaron Rodgers there, but we get a stop in the backfield. Third down and 10, Aaron Rodgers is back to pass under a little bit of pressure, but this pass will be batted down by David Harris, and he has been playing great for us, and we get the ball back after they settle for a field goal. Chris Johnson takes the handoff and gains about 9 after breaking the tackle. Second down and 1. Shotgun formation for Geno Smith. He fires one into Stephen Hill, and he is looking to take advantage of his playing time and show his worth in the midst of Eric Decker's absence. And this time we're going to hit Shaq Evans, who will be a big part of the offense since we are going deeper into our receiving core. So I'm pretty excited about what he can do. But this time we're going to hit Jeremy Curley. He takes the hit and comes down with the ball. A few plays later, we face third down and 10. We're going to Shaq Evans. He takes the big hit by the Packers defender, but holds on to the ball, and that's what you want to see out of a young receiver. And we're going slant play to Jeremy Curley, and that is a receiving touchdown for him. Wide open over the middle. Geno Smith was able to find him, and that is how we end the second quarter. We are going into the third quarter with a lead of 13-3. Jeremy Curley playing a big part in that last drive. You guys saw he caught that pass in double coverage over the middle. Then a few plays later, beat the Packers cornerback wide open over the middle for the slant touchdown and increased our lead from 3 to 10. So very nice drive by the offense that time. Our defense is playing great versus a high-octane offense like the Green Bay Packers. So hopefully we can keep that up. They've been able to move it on us but not been able to finish off drives. But Geno Smith right now is 14 for 19. Playing well just like he did last week. I'm just hoping he can keep it up. You never really know if Geno Smith, he could come out in the second half and have the worst half of his career, or he can come out and have the best half of his career. You never really know, but we're hoping that he continues to play well and becomes a consistent strong point for this offense and a leader for the offense. Not only the offense, but the team, period. Aaron Rodgers, though, not playing too bad, 9 for 12. But like I said, just not able to finish off their drive. So 3rd down and 3, we're getting into the second half. Aaron Rodgers will find Brandon Bostic on the sideline, and we miss the tackle, and Brandon Bostic is gone. And the Green Bay Packers finally get on the board with a touchdown. And that is a big play. That gives them a lot of momentum, especially being at home. But we are back on the ball. We find Stephen Hill. He is playing very well. He otherwise may have been on his way out of New York. But we're going to hand this one off to Chris Ivory. Breaks 2 tackles and has nothing but space in front of him. And he will get into the end zone. And the New York Jets fire right back to the Packers. We trade big plays. They had a big play through the air on the previous drive, and the Jets say, hey, you can do it through the air, we can do it on the ground. Chris Ivory breaking 2 tackles. Great run by him, just able to stay on his feet, stiff arm the first defender, absorb the contact of the second tackle, and allow it to get him to the outside and staying on his feet and finishing off the run for the touchdown. So the Packers are back on the ball with a chance to respond. Aaron Rodgers will fire one into Devontae Adams, and Aaron Rodgers is playing very, very well this game, although they are down by 10 points. This time he finds Jordy Nelson. He is completing a high percentage of his passes, but on 2nd down and 8, Aaron Rodgers will be brought down in the backfield by David Harris, getting a sack on the play. 3rd down and 14 for the Packers. Aaron Rodgers back to pass, under pressure, going to dump this one off to Eddie Lacy, but he will not have enough to get the first down, so they will punt. Actually, they will fake it, and Kuhn is up to the right side and gets the first down. What a crazy decision by Mike McCarthy. Good decision. Let's see if they can get some points off of it as they hand the ball off to Eddie Lacy. He gets about 10 yards on that play. 2nd down and 8, Aaron Rodgers is back to pass, but he will be sacked by Quentin Coples, and Quentin Coples has a habit of making big plays when the opponent is past midfield. It's just what he does, makes big plays defensively. Aaron Rodgers facing no pressure at all, able to allow the receiver to extend his route. Randall Cobb was able to get into the end zone, come out of the end zone, and catch the ball. We have to do a better job of rushing Aaron Rodgers and not allowing him to do things like that. And Antonio Allen will come from the secondary and lay the hit on Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers will be out for the remainder of the game. Big hit by Antonio Allen that time. Aaron Rodgers really needs to learn to slide. But Matt Flynn will come in, and that is a good sign for us because Matt Flynn, of course, is no Aaron Rodgers. You guys saw that last year when he had to come in and fill in for him. But the Packers do get a Mason Crosby field goal, and that gives the ball back to the Jets. So 1st down and 10. Geno Smith will find David Nelson wide open on the right side, picking up about 13 to 14 yards that time. 2nd down and 11. We're going play action, rolling out to the right side. Geno Smith does a smart thing and throws this ball away. 3rd down and 11 coming up for the offense. Geno Smith is going to fire this one in to David Nelson, but that is nowhere near the 1st down marker, so we will have to punt the ball. So we punt the ball, get it on their 1 yard line. They're going to play action, and once again, I'm looking at the run, and that allows Brandon Bostic to get all the way to the 47-yard line. That is a gain of about 50 yards. But Matt Flynn is back to pass, going all the way deep to Jordy Nelson. But instead, he will be intercepted by Asante Samuel. Never really plays good man coverage, but that time he was there to pick off Matt Flynn and get the ball back for the New York Jets offense. So that is very good. They had a chance to tie it up there, but our defense got the takeaway as they did twice last week. So very good play for the veteran cornerback there, but we are back on the ball. We find David Nelson over the middle. The linebacker tried to deflect it, but he couldn't get there. But on the next play, 3rd down and 7, AJ Hulk will bring down Geno Smith for the sack, and we do not get any points on that drive, so that gives the Packers a chance to tie things up at 20. 20 with under 2 minutes. Let's see what they can do with a backup QB. Matt Flynn stepping up in the pocket. He's going to throw this one on the run and hit Jared Boykin over the middle, and on top of that, we brought him down by the face mask, so that will add 15 yards. 2nd down and 5 for Matt Flynn. He's going to find Jordy Nelson to tie things up with under 2 minutes to go in the game. So that gives Geno Smith and company 1 minute to get something going. We go to Jeremy Curley. He breaks a tackle, jukes another, and gets past midfield. With about 50 seconds left, we're going check down to Chris Ivory. He usually breaks a tackle. He didn't that time. 2nd down and 7. We are not far from field goal range. We're going to go to David Nelson. He gets to field goal range and gets the 1st down. We have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal if we do things right. 1st down and 10. Geno Smith will break a tackle, then be sacked by number 99 for the Packers. I'm not exactly sure who that is. Forgive me for that. 2nd down and 17. Geno Smith will go comeback route to David Nelson. He bowls over the defender and gets to about the 20-yard line. 1st down and 10. We're going to hand it off to Chris Ivory and use our final timeout. Nick Folk, can he do it again? Game-winning field goal last week. Does he have it in him again? Right from the middle of the hash marks, and he does it right through the middle. Game-winning field goal for Nick Folk. 2 weeks in a row. Game-winning drive for our offense. 2 weeks in a row. Winning by 3 points each week. Although Matt Flynn was in, I have to say Aaron Rodgers may have had a different impact on the game than Matt Flynn. Although he did do his job and go on a game-tying drive with a touchdown in the last 2 minutes of the game. Nonetheless, a win is a win, and the New York Jets move on to 2-0 on the season. Very good performance by Geno Smith, completing 80% of his passes and throwing a touchdown and not turning the ball over either. Chris Johnson didn't have the best game, only averaging 2 yards a carry. So that's why I put in Chris Ivory, who had less carries for double the yards. And wow, man, Chris Ivory played very, very well. Although I'm not going to be starting him, don't get me wrong. I took Chris Johnson out because he wasn't doing well at all. As far as receiving goes, we spread the ball out pretty evenly. Shaq Evans had 40 yards. I know David Nelson had a lot of yards, and Jason Merrill had some pretty solid yards for us. But I think Jason Merrill was the best receiver for us today. By A.J. Hawk, 11 tackles, did a lot of flying to the ball in the run game, which was the main reason why Chris Johnson didn't do too well. But our defense had a decent performance. We really didn't defend the pass as well as I'd want us to. But as far as rushing the passer, we did well. We just had to cover. You know what I mean? Our front four did get a lot of pressure, but our secondary wasn't able to cover. For example, you guys just saw Brandon Bostic just run wild on us. We weren't able to cover him. That's why I'm trying to develop this secondary. But anyway, the Jets are now 2-0. The Packers are now 1-1. Next week, we will face off against the Chicago Bears. Hopefully, we will be able to increase our winning streak to 3 games and start off the season 3-0. You guys don't want to miss that episode versus the Chicago Bears. And I will see you guys then. Later.